Let's go. Welcome to Momentum Monday. Today is April 23rd, 2023. Howard, amazing background. Did you buy
It's been
any?
a good day here. I've been traveling for 3 weeks. The missus lets me do these guy trips cycling, and I'm I think the first time since I was 20, like backpacking through this place, Saint-Tropez, and I'm in the French Riviera, which has really been fun. A lot of hard riding, it's really beautiful. Have you been here before?
I haven't been to France yet, but I will in a week.
Not a I've avoided France. I'm not a Paris guy, but man, south of France is fun. You got Italy, you got weird Monaco. It's like Vegas, and you have France.
Yeah, which country has a better food?
Better what?
Food.
I'm biased to Italians, just the way they keep it simple. But people love French. Just the whole. I do love French food, but I'm just biased to simple Italian food. But the Riviera blends it all very well, because it's just
Yeah,
flip flop.
exactly.
It's flip flopped here, Italians and French.
Well, speaking of flip flop, that's kind
Yeah.
of what's
Look
happening in the
at you with
market.
the segue. Look at you with the fancy segue there.
It's the market's just been going, sideways in a tight range. S&P, the QQQ. I mean, there's definitely some notable sector rotations under the surface as the semis have been pulling back to their 50-day moving average. The biotech sector has been on fire in the past 2 weeks. Pretty significant, move. Here we
Only
have
in
like
the resistance though, right? 15.
yeah, exactly. I mean, this is a 200-day, so not that it mattered. Look how many times it went above and below. But definitely in individual biotech stocks, we've seen some
Wow.
pretty major moves. I think this
What do
one,
they do?
Viking, they have
Diabetes.
a
Diabetes. Fat American.
weight loss
Yep.
drug, I think. I
Yep.
mean, and as I said, they're like, if you look at the best performing stocks for the past week or 2 weeks, it's like 90% biotech.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You've been saying that. It's just so hard for me because I don't know how to tell one company from another. There's no profit in any of these companies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
You're betting on like someone buying one of their drugs.
these are trades, but it's not just
Yeah.
biotech. Obviously, we're seeing other strong trends. Gambling is
You
one
know how I feel about that. The
that
degenerate economy
yeah.
is definitely a thing. So what's
So
yeah,
here's
internet? Ooh,
International Game
oh,
Technology. They make slot machines. They broke out to new 52-week highs last week. We
hey,
had
what is that? Let me see a weekly. That has been in a bear market for a long time. One of the great stocks.
this is a weekly, and then this
Give me
is
a
a
monthly.
monthly.
Dude, that's significant. I'm putting that on my list. Hang on. That's been around. That was one of the great stocks in the 90s. I have to follow that one. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so we have DraftKings broke out from a tiny base here. It's back near 52-week highs, I think. Obviously, still in a longer term. I mean, it's a base, I guess, above the 200, above the 50-day.
Yeah, but that's significant because to me, you take out the fluff and you take out those 2021 years. So it's really
Yeah,
all those people that chase like look at Penn Gaming, right? Like that's more fluff because it's media, not no one uses their gambling product. Go PENN, right? Like so DraftKings relatively is doing well. International, like the companies that have true gambling upside and whose products are being used. So that's interesting. Where's MGM Bets?
yeah, they're there. I was going to mention that LBS crushed earnings estimates, very strong earnings. And then they
Whoa.
broke out to new, I think, 52-week highs. And
Yeah.
obviously, MGM and Win are also there near
Wow,
52-week
Wynn's been
highs.
just a dog forever, but yeah.
Yeah. So as I said, the gambling industry as a theme,
Yeah.
it's been
I
hot.
don't think it's so much like it's more sports betting and the future of there's going to be so many roll-ups in the space and gambling with Live Tour and pickleball and all these new sports. This is just the biggest trend that I see. Um, Again, I'm not heavily involved in it, but because I don't bet, Ivan, but man, you can't deny these trends. This is better than any trend now.
Yeah, you don't need to bet. You can just own the betting companies and just participate,
Yeah.
as an owner.
Yeah.
Another big trend, like if 4 months ago somebody
I'm
told you
almost
that,
like at the point where I say if a kid's gambling, they should take an equal amount of money and buy buy a piece of the casino. They used to say if you spend money at Apple, go buy the stock too. And
exactly.
honestly, there should be a strategy. If kids are betting a certain amount, like they're losing, and the one way to at least kind of
This is
own
actually a
their house.
great product idea, Howard, for someone like DraftKings or so, they can
Yeah,
have it as an option,
yeah.
put 50% of your bets in in our stock or something.
Seriously, just fade yourself. But it's true. It's like owning a brokerage if you're a big trader, own interactive
Yeah.
brokers.
So let me ask you something. So if 4 months ago someone told you that home builders would be among the best performing groups, would you believe them?
No, I mean, I don't follow the sector. I do know that they're well-positioned balance sheet, and it's not so much that they're doing well, Ivan. They're not making anything, right? I don't think that their financials are bad. Like their financials are great, right? And because of '08, they're just well prepared, and it just seems like, yeah, I can't explain it. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
broke
price
out quite a
action's
few of
good.
them. New 52-week highs. Obviously, in this market, uh, most of the obvious breakouts to new 52-week highs have been faded. Like
Yeah,
a much better entry strategy has been just waiting for a better point near the 20 or the 50-day moving average, other than
yep,
chasing. But definitely one of the surprisingly strong
yeah.
groups year
Same
to
with
date.
restaurants. Look at McDonald's and Chipotle trading at record price to sales.
Exactly, restaurants,
I
all
mean,
of
dude,
them.
this makes no sense to me. I love McDonald's. I sold it a while ago, but
I
I'm not
mean,
going to own
mo-
McDonald's at 10 times sales.
it's
But maybe
probably a
they'll buy
defensive
DraftKings.
move.
Maybe you'll just go to the drive-thru and place a bet and get a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I
So
don't,
so you're
but
right.
yeah,
A lot of
Chipotle.
the fast food places are near 52-week highs or at 52-week highs, including
Yeah.
Chipotle, which they missed estimates last time, and it didn't matter. They pulled back for a
I
little
mean,
bit.
as I was watching my diet in the US, and I was going to Chipotle's a lot, just getting a little bit of guac and chicken in a bowl. And no rice or whatever, and it's like one of the easiest places. Just you're overpaying for that, but it was one of the easiest places if I was kind of watching what I eat to just have some protein and some fat.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, all
So
the restaurants seem to be doing well. And then you look
mostly
at,
the fast food. Yeah, mostly the fast food.
and then in fashion, it's weird because you have my trend, which is LVMH, but then you also had Crocs, which is like, you know,
Yeah, the shoe stocks are doing really well. So you mentioned Crocs,
well,
near
yeah, Onan, which is the Swiss sneaker maker that Federer helped
Yeah,
start.
they also
Well,
have clothing, by the way. I don't know. I haven't tried the
uh,
clothing. The shoes are amazing. I've been using them long before they become public.
for hiking,
No, just mostly for walking, not really
yeah,
for
there's these
hiking.
other ones that everybody's wearing, these hike ugly things, these fat things that everybody's wearing. But yeah, the
Okay.
Onan, yeah.
I
Uh,
think the Deckers owns them also
ah, that
near
explains it.
all-time
Because
price. I think that's all-time
they're
price. Yeah.
those shoes are everywhere, and that stock's doing well in retail is for shit. Like
Wow, look
Amazon
at this, Howard.
retail index is for shit.
90,
Wow.
90 cents to 500 in like since 2000. This is amazing.
Yeah,
In shoe
everybody's chasing
company.
tech, and then we still get these brands that are doing roll. Deckers is a roll up, right? Like, go pull it up.
I have no
But it's
idea.
not.
But this is more than 500 times in 20 years.
Oh my God.
So pretty
Yeah.
incredible for a public company. Um, so earnings season has just begun. We had Netflix and Tesla, the two big tech companies. They missed estimates, but they didn't really sell off.
Tech companies are getting what they deserve right now. Like, it's super interesting. Everybody's talking about Twitter and Tesla and SpaceX. Like, you look at, and and this is the era. of the machines, right? And so you see even like Elon Musk and Google are asking people, there's too many fans to even wade in here. You can't be an Elon. You can't say anything negative about Elon, and at least on the product, Twitter, which I use, it's just troll city. But the thing about Musk and Google, and listen, I'm long Google, I'm not long Tesla, is if you think about who's asking for AI to slow down, but what's his name did it on 60 Minutes, Sergey, and Elon's asking for a 6-month moratorium. Guess what? They're behind Microsoft and OpenAI, so of course they want a moratorium. So it's funny, like tech's eating itself, and the richest guy in the world is LVMH, and no one has a game plan for him. You've got so you have gambling, obesity, food, gambling, obesity, food,
And shoes.
and clothing and
Yeah.
fashion. And they're going to be able to deploy tech, and so we have this interesting bull market, and no one knows these companies, right? If you asked 1,000 retail investors, they know Five Below or Deckers.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to tell you the stock price, but if you ask them how much Tesla was up or down today, they could tell you, or the S&P. So it's pretty interesting. There's like a complete change in leadership. I mean, the valuations, my problem is the valuations just aren't cheap, and that goes back to interest rates. And it also goes back to the S&P. If we look at the monthly, Ivan, and it's still below its, long-term moving average, 20-month moving average. So it's still below that, and that
It's
monthly
above the
moving
50
average.
though. This is the 50.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's
Yeah.
below the 20-month, and good things still don't happen there. I think a lot of the technical guys that I follow, if we can get above 4,200, could be a change of trend. So
Yeah.
underneath it all, like if you panicked in October, it didn't help. And right now, if you're chasing tech, which kind of rallied off the bottom, you're getting waylaid. Crypto pulled back, and then Europe's working. So there's
Yeah.
stuff that's working.
You have France at, I don't know, that's new, almost new all-time highs with all the strikes. Like yesterday, I saw someone posting a picture on Twitter with them building a wall on the highway on the highway in France, and they're still at all-time highs. So
I mean,
pretty
underneath it
incredible.
all, they're in the center of the world in many ways, and Macron's running around the world cutting deals, and
Yeah.
and they're just not a tech. They're not a tech. It's a fashion and food tourism place, and Europe's, if again, it comes down to profits, and rich people are spending money in Europe.
Yeah.
And so profits on their big companies, like the fashion companies in France, are hitting all-time highs. And that's what's moving their market. It's not like food companies there in industrial. It's the fashion company. Same with Italy. You got Ferrari.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a really interesting. I think the weakest sector is still the S&P and the Nasdaq, like globally. So you just got to kind of expand your tickers. So for me, I guess IGT is a new ad, and some of this casino companies.
Yeah, the whole space, the whole gambling space, for whatever reason, is just acting constructively right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, that's good to know. All right, buddy.
All right. Good to catch up. See you next week then.
Safe travels. See you, everybody.